Hey guys, and welcome. Right, so Pakistan posting, I mean, a pretty much below par total, I would say, but overall, I'll be pretty happy because I think it wasn't the best. It's not the best track to bat on, if I'm being honest with you. I think it's been pretty hard to bat on. I don't think it's been particularly easy. If I'm being honest with you, it doesn't look super easy to bat on. There's a lot of bounce, extra bounce, etc. It's 28 for 2 or 4.4 overs, targets 150. And thanks to a very big last over 20 off it, Mohammed one with ace not out as well. He looks damn good. And he has continued his T20 form. He does look good. I've been very, very happy overall with how he has done in this T20. The rest of the batting, pretty disappointing. Babar Azam got out cheaply. Fakhar Zaman as well. I think Fakhar Zaman looked almost back to his old self, which is a bit of a nightmare, really. You'd hope that he wouldn't. But yeah, I don't know. Like, we'll see how it goes. Um, right, the female shot is on, and that has been carted into the offside. And that'll be a single. 30 for 2 off 5 overs. And Pakistan, I would say, are in control. I would say Pakistan are in control here. Just going to update the scoreboard. Thank you, everyone, for joining as well. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let me know what you think as well. Does Zimbabwe have a chance here? I mean, really, you're looking at it thinking, well, Pakistan have been really good at bowling wise, anyway. Malik Zain says Pakistan live. Zobda match. Yeah. Thank you very much, Malik, for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, um, keep going, boys. 30 for 2 off 5 overs, and Horace Rolfe is now on. He is opening up here, hasn't bowled an over yet, and they're appealing for a nick. Very good start from Horace Rolfe. Very, very good start from Horace Rolfe. Looking good. Let's have a look. Oh, quality delivery from Horace Rolfe across the left-hander. Very, very good stuff. Horace Rolfe to Craig Irvine, and this is a pretty big. Oh, outside edge, but runs down to third man. Very, very interesting. This has been good though. This has been a good bowling performance so far from Pakistan. The batting has not been great, but I think this track, I would have said probably par was 170. I would say probably. So we were a little bit below par, but considering that Pakistan have got better bowling, and you're expecting Pakistan to come out here and win this, right? If they don't win it, I think it's you're being underperformed. You've underperformed. You've been below par. So hopefully they do win here because I think we don't want more trolling going on. That's a fantastic shot though from Kamuna Kamwe and into the offside, and that's 4 runs off the back foot, full face of the bat. Beautiful stroke, really, really good from him. And that is 4 runs, and it's 31 for 2 or 5.3 overs. And I don't know. I mean, Pakistan, we need to just make sure. Let's have it. Horace Rolfe, a bit too short and wide. Pretty poor, I would say, actually, from Horace Rolfe. Pretty disappointing, actually, as well. I think we've got to be careful here because someone like Horace Rolfe, he is a type of player that can get you wickets, but he can also be expensive. We don't have a load of runs to be. We don't have loads and loads of runs to just say, here we go, don't worry about it. You just bowl whatever you want to. No, that's not the case. Quick Frost 2.0 says, good shot from Kamu Kamwe. Yeah, very good shot from him. I'm just going to put in the chat as well for anyone that's interested who is listening. Ahmed Asif's interview that I did. Feel free to check it out. I'll just put it in the comments for anyone that's interested. 35 for 2. Quick Ross 2.0 says thoughts on Rizwan's innings. It wasn't the usual super busy innings that you'd see from Muhammad Rizwan, but he just gritted it out. I think it's definitely been a lot bouncier on this track than even in South Africa. I think you could see that. I know Musrabani is very tall, but he got quite a bit of bounce, and more than you'd see for example. Let's have a good comparison. Someone like a Williams or a Magala for South Africa, and yeah, I think Rizwan did well. He did well to adapt. He took his time at the start because it's not an easy track to bat on, I would say, with that bit of extra bounce. And eventually he then got going. And I think the one thing that really made the innings was that last over. To be honest, the 20 off the last over, he really utilized his cricketing IQ and brain. And I think you'd say it was a clever innings from Hamza Rizwan, especially under pressure as well, batting through to the end. I was really impressed by him. And yes, I wouldn't say he's the best player to watch aesthetically because he, he will slice shots away, similar to almost Maxwell in the offside, but he does it on purpose. Again, like Maxwell, so that he can slice over the infield with quick hands. So yeah, I mean, I was impressed. I was impressed by Hamza's one. I think he just continues to get better and better, and he keeps showing that he's very integral, especially to Pakistan's T20 side as well, and Test side, I would say. ODI still needs to brush up on a little bit, but yeah, impressive stuff from Honduras one. I was impressed for sure. Danish Aziz looked okay. He's the one that I was really looking forward to seeing, to see how he does. And Haider Ali, I mean, I think I need a few hours to decide how I think about Haider Ali's innings because he's young, so I don't want to be too harsh, but the same mistake made over and over again, and it's the kind of mistake that you'd make on at club cricket level, and then you know what, you just say, okay, if I keep doing that, you just get dropped from your team if you keep doing that. Let's see. Anyway, Usman Qadir is on the leggy with a nice haircut as well. His hair was way too long before, in my opinion. Depends what you like, isn't it? 35 for 2 of first 6 overs. And Craig Irvine, oh my gosh, first ball into the left-hander, into Craig Irvine's arc, and he hits it for 6 wide of mid-on. And you know what? He hardly even hit that. I mean, just middled that so well. Let's have a look. Yeah, like they didn't try to smash leather off it. It was just a fantastic shot. Really, really good stuff from him. 41 for 206.1 overs, and Irvine now 12 of 8. That's a drag down, trying to bowl a googly there, but gets away with it, goes to Cal corner. Hmm, 42 for 2. All right, let's see, boys. Right, Osman is saying, yeah, come on, boys, get in. It's fair enough. Oh. Yeah. I was saying, hold on. Oh, goes to sweep Camel Gumway, who's only 14 or 20, by the way. Loops over the keeper's head. Luckily, falls long of the keeper, even. 6-1-0-1. This has been an interesting start. This is a good delivery, though. Camel Gumway is struggling a little bit here. He's struggling to kind of get off the mark, keep it ticking. Oh, that's a good googly. And that's done quite a bit, to be honest with you. Craig Irvine tries to swing it into the leg side, misses it quite wildly, to be honest with you. All right, here we go. There's Osman. Oh, good shot. Very, very good shot from Craig Irvine. That is a half volley, and he just punished it down the ground. One bounce for really, really good stuff from Craig Irvine. Fantastic stuff. 47 for 2 off 7 overs, and I think Craig Irvine has looked the most comfortable out of all the Zimbabwe batsmen. That's 12 off the over. So not a good over for Pakistan, but a good one for Zimbabwe. At this point, Pakistan were 45 for 2. So that gives you a good comparison of of scores, I guess. Shows that Zimbabwe are still well in this game. Mohamed Hasnain got 2 wickets and 2 balls, and he will be on a hat trick when he bowls his next over. So I'm hoping he gets it. I like Mohamed Hasnain. He seems to just continue to want to work on his game. Mohamed Nawaz is. Let's have a look at Mohamed Nawaz. Come on, boy. Mohamed Nawaz is back on. He's been very tight. Obviously, he's actually been preferred to Imad Wasim in the T20 format. That's why you won't see Imad Wasim at the moment, because according to the selectors, they prefer Mohamed Nawaz. I mean, I think Mohamed Nawaz, it's an interesting one. I like Mohamed Nawaz. I'm just not sure whether he's better than Imad Wasim, if I'm being honest with you. Hi, Sasha says Super League fell through. Yep, that's for anyone who's interested in football. Super League has fallen through. Not surprised at all, to be honest with you. Just greed, and I'll keep it nice and short. I'm very happy it has. 47 for 2 or 7.1 overs, and Mohamed Nawaz strays onto Kamwe's legs, and he just flicks it down towards square leg. Horace says Rizwan played a smart innings, ? Yes, he did. He did play a very smart innings. I was quite impressed by the knock as well. It's not the easiest track to bat on, I don't think, if I'm being honest with you, especially with the extra bounce that, as I said, it's an even bouncier track than Supersport Park in South Africa. And also you have to remember that they made those tracks quite batsman friendly. The par score at Supersport Park is 200 plus. I'd be interested to know what the par score here is at Harare, because I don't think it's anywhere near that, to be honest with you. Zimbabwe, I think, prepare their pitches differently. That's a good shot from Irvine. And Mohamed Nawaz strays down the leg side, and Irvine goes, thank you very much, and hits it very fine leg for 4. 21 of 12, and Craig Irvine's going well here. He did perform very well in the domestic tournament in Zimbabwe. He was a top run scorer, I think, with I forgot, it was 200 plus runs. So he's been batting very, very well, and clearly brought that form into this match as well. So he's looking good, Craig Irvine. Very experienced campaigner, and has been quality for quite some time. Off the back foot and punches it down towards Cal corner. It's 53 for 2 or 7.4 overs. The spinners from Pakistan are not tying down Zimbabwe like they would like, which is, I think, disappointing, you would say, from a Pakistan point of view, because you expect the spinners to come in and do a good job tying down in those early to middle overs. Mohamed Nawaz as well in the first over. This over has not been good, and that's a very good sweep shot from Kamwe, and it's a very good shot. It's a slog sweep, 1 bounce 4 behind square leg, and I said he's struggling, but Kamwe is now 20 or 24, Irvine 22 or 13, and there's already 10 off this over. So Zimbabwe, I said that Pakistan should go on to win this, but I tell you what, they're making a good fight of this. Pakistan need wickets. This is a good partnership forming, and Pakistan need a wicket quite quickly here to stop the flow of runs and stop the confidence that will definitely be seeping into Zimbabwe camp to think, we can do this. This time better from Nawaz, rushes onto the batsman, and 57 for 2. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and you're all legends. Fire with any questions and comments you have as well, and I'll get to all of them. Mohamed Hasnain says, I think Pakistan has batted very poorly this match. Yeah, I think we didn't apply ourselves as well as we could have, for sure. I would say I don't think this is a 200 plus strip, if I'm being honest with you. I would say it's probably about 170, so probably about 20 runs short. But the extra bounce, etc., and the conditions are different to South Africa. I think maybe we haven't acclimatized, as you've literally just said, Mohammed Snail, which is a really good point. He says maybe it's because the players are not fully acclimatized to Zimbabwe conditions. I agree. I think that's definitely part of it, but that some of it was poor shot selection. I mean, Mohammed Hafiz, Bob Raz, and Haider, the way they got out was quite soft. So I would say that was just pretty soft stuff, really. Mohammed Hafiz is on, which is interesting. Nice to see him come on. I actually said I would have liked to have seen him in the South Africa series, but yeah, looks like we're going to play him against Zimbabwe here. So Tuck says, "What do you think about Barbara dethroning Kohli?" One word, the Kohli. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know. I'm just really happy about it. Obviously, Virat Kohli was number one in ODIs for, I think it was like 4 years or something ridiculous. Great shot from Craig Irvine. He just punched that down the ground, but it'll just be a single. It should be just a single. Yeah, I mean, it's an unbelievable feat from Bob Rollins just because Kohli's been so dominant in the ODI format for so many years now. So the fact that he managed to rack up enough points to dethrone him is unbelievable, considering as well, if you think about it, Pakistan don't have the chance to face the top teams as much as India would, and you get more points for winning against the top team. So that just shows that he really has made it count when he's played against the big teams, and his form has been exemplary as well. Because yes, Virat Kohli's form last year in Test matches wasn't fantastic, but if you look at his form in ODIs, it was still very good. I think he averaged over 40 last year, so just shows that Bob Raza has been very, very consistent. I would say ODIs is his best format. Then T20s and Test matches. I think he is getting a lot better in Test matches for sure, and fingers crossed he can continue to do so. But yeah, here's on the fees, and this time trying to cramp the batsman in Craig Irvine. Nice to see Mohammed Hafiz bowling. Actually, I think he's a useful trump card to have in your back pocket. But yeah, I'm happy about that. And also, Sadak Barbara Azam has moved up to number 2 in the T20 rankings. He's now above Aaron Finch with Dawud Malan at 1. So, I mean, he could end up potentially if he has to have a very good series here because Zimbabwe, you don't get too many points beaten, if I'm being honest with you, I don't think. And he didn't do very well in the first one. So I think he needs to make sure that he has a very good series here, and who knows, he could be number 1 in ODIs and T20s at the same time. That would be an amazing feat. But the one thing that he really wants, and he said, is he wants to be number 1 in Test matches. And I'm glad that he said that because I will say it, and I think most people agree that Test match cricket is the pinnacle. Mohammed Hasnain says, I really don't see Pakistan winning this match. Usman Gardner needs to be more effective. I disagree. I think I see us winning this match still. You know, we've still got some big guns to come on bowl. Hasnain looked really effective. So did Haris Rauf. I think this is definitely a strip for the seamers, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think the spinners will get too much purchase. Also, you have to remember, Mohammed Hasnain, that Usman is very, very inexperienced still. Only 9 matches he's played in T20 cricket. And to bowl in South Africa and also, well, you know, to bowl in South Africa and Zimbabwe, the pitches are not particularly spinner friendly. Mohammed says if Pakistan has to win, yeah, fair enough. Start says it's good. Kohli getting dethroned. Now he can focus a bit more on ODI now as a batsman. Yeah, I think it's funny because after, you know, you had a little bit of banter with people saying, you know, well, Kohli is always good in a chase. So he'll be chasing that, I'm sure. And Kohli is very good in a chase, to be honest. I think he averages over 200 in India in ODIs chasing. So, or something ridiculous like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bob Razum's stint is not super long, but let's see. Good to see a bit of competition there, though, because he's been so dominant in the ODI format. I'd like to see someone like Steve Smith as well be a bit more consistent in ODI cricket. He's very good and has been. I know he scored those unbelievable hundreds that were like 160 strike rate against India and Australia, which was just unbelievable. He just really turned it on. But he just seems a little bit... When he goes big, he goes very big. I just feel like he hasn't had that quite that level of consistency in the last year or so. Craig Irvine tries to go over the top. Oh, tries to come in from the boundary. Runs in, tries to hit the catch, but can't quite get there in time. Very good effort, though. So Tart says, I guess the most difficult is the red ball format. I think as a batsman, the red ball format is the most difficult, definitely. As a bowler, I think maybe as well, but I think as a batsman, 100%, the red ball format is the hardest. It's the hardest to excel in consistently. That's just the way it is, because there's more of a balance between bat and ball, and the red ball does more than the white ball. As simple as that, really. Whereas in white ball format, it's very batsman dominant. So, and the white ball doesn't do as much. Oh, very good from Horace Rolf. Thank you everyone as well for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel grow. You're legends and fantastic to have people on. Please fire with all your questions. So Tart says, I think Barbara can dethrone Dawid Malan. Yeah, maybe. I think Dawid Malan is a very good player as well. I think he's very underrated. People don't realize how good he is. I know he hasn't got a single game yet in the IPL so far, which is unbelievable, by the way. Like, how is that even possible? Anyways, Horace Rolf this time back for length, and good defensive work there from Cameron Conway, but he's struggling to score quickly. He's only 25 off 30, so interesting stuff from him. Craig Irvine has been picking up the slack though, 29 off 17, and the required run rate is 7.62. Current is 7.37, so they're kind of there or thereabouts. Are Zimbabwe, and Pakistan will be looking to pick up a wicket quite quickly here. Zimbabwe don't have a super strong batting lineup. So Tart says Barbara is more experienced than Malan, so I think we can expect Barbara to come up in T20s as well. Yeah, I mean he's been number one in T20s before. It was him, and then it was Dawid Malan overtook Bob Razum actually. So Bob Razum's been number one T20 batsman for quite some time. I think he was for like a year or so. And obviously not as long as someone like Virat Kohli and ODIs. 50 or 41 for these two, Cameron Conway and Irvine. I think Cameron Conway's been less than a runner ball, so he'll be looking, if he can just get it up to run a ball even, and Craig Irvine's still in, then they'll be in a good spot. But he needs to make sure that he's keeping it ticking along. Irvine just flicks that round the corner, and again, fine leg comes round, and that should only be a single. Craig Irvine looks very good left-hander, and he's, as I said, he's a very experienced batsman. He just looks very comfortable at the moment. Seems to be, I think. I mean, I just think when you've had a good domestic tournament and you've been playing on these strips, you just got your eye in, right? Got your eye in, so it'll be interesting to see. For anyone that's interested as well, by the way, we will be releasing some sort of video. So I did some filming of myself and also Venu batting in the nets, and we will be doing something quite fun with those. So I've got some ideas. So I'll release it hopefully maybe around the weekend is what I'm planning to do. So we'll see, depending on time. But it'll be in the next week or so. I'll definitely be releasing something. So keep an eye out for those. That'll be quite cool. And of course, we'll be coming with some more backyard cricket editions as well at some point, I'm sure as well. Played my first pre-season game on the weekend. Not too bad. Little cheeky 31 opening up. Bit disappointed I didn't get 50 plus, but it's only a pre-season game, so can't complain. Pre-season match before the league starts, 31, which was not terrible to be fair. Would have liked to have got more, but got a good ball, so it just happens. Right. Zimbabwe are in a pretty good spot here, so I think Pakistan need to be quite careful. We don't want to get into a point where they kind of go past the run rate and we make it easy for them. They've got wickets in hand, and this is a good partnership as well. So, as I said, Pakistan will be looking to stop this partnership pretty quickly, I would assume. Very good shots, and down to the man at deep cow corner. Guys in the chat as well, you know what I'm going to say. Thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. Thank you, all legends. Right, we've got some more questions. This is what I'm talking about. Fazan says, morning, I think Baba's rank is going to depend on how much cricket Pakistan gets to play, and hopefully with Pakistan playing more cricket at home. Hopefully, we will see some good performances. Yeah, I agree. I think, obviously, as I said previously, the issue is that unfortunately Pakistan haven't had as many opportunities to play the top teams as your Indias or your Englands, etc. So there is an algorithm in place that means if you get wins, if you get runs and you win against a top team, then you get more ranking points. By the way, for anyone that doesn't know, Fazan as well, you might be surprised about this, but Bob Razum's average in centre countries is actually fantastic. He averages something like 55, 60 outside Pakistan in centre countries. So, he's not just a home bully for sure. For sure, I think actually struggled more at home than away from home has Bob Razum, and that will be because he's primarily played at the UAE, not in Pakistan. So Pakistan they are different conditions for sure. But he's actually excelled in the South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia. And in fact, let's see if I can get the exact stats up because. 76 for 2. Have I updated the scoreboard? No, I haven't. Let's do it now. Nice to see Mohamed Hafiz bowling though, by the way. 76 for 2 of 10.4 overs. Let's have a look. So, Bob Razum Test cricket, or Test cricket we can go through first, I guess then. So this is Test cricket. What do I want to look at? Well, I guess I can look at Test cricket first. So in England, the average is 67, Australia 20. Oh, great bowling from Mohamed Hafiz. This is why it's Cameron Camway tries to charge him, really. Tries to come down the ground, smash him over his head, and gets completely deceived by the flight from Mohamed Hafiz. Very good bowling, 77 for 3 off 11 overs. And that is a very crucial wicket, I would say. I think the only bigger wicket you can get is Craig Irvine, who's still in, but that's a crucial one. It's broken a very good partnership here. Mohamed Hafiz is the one who gets the wicket on the last ball of the over. It's 77 for 3 off 11 overs, and Pakistan are now going to look to, I think, access the tail as soon as possible. So let's have a look, actually, because I wanted to have a look at Bob Razum's average in centre countries. Let's have a look. This is Test cricket. Let's do ODIs first. That's his best format, isn't it? Performances by opponent. Here you go. So his average against, let's go in alphabetical order. Oh, this is ridiculous stats. Average against Afghanistan, 56. In Australia, it's 52. Against Bangladesh, it's 49. So if we talk about centre countries, so against South Africa, it's 65. England, it's 46. New Zealand, it's 42. And Australia, 52. So that's unbelievable. And his lowest is actually against Ireland, but he's only played one match, that's why. Against West Indies, it's 89. Zimbabwe, 115. Sri Lanka, 62. India's not fantastic. 5 matches at 32. So that's something that he actually hasn't scored a 50 as of yet against India, which is, that's something they can work on, I think. That's the only one that sticks out to me is India. All the rest are a 40 plus. So that's very impressive. Now let's have a look at his. Let's have a look at his T20, and then also, very good from Hafiz, by the way. Just put out a bit wider round the wicket and saw him approaching. Very, very good performance. Very good bowling, sorry, even from Mohamed Hafiz. Oh, hold on. That's a reverse hit. That should be out. Oh, what a catch! What a catch from Mohamed Nawaz. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 79 for 3 off 11.3 over. Sorry, 79 for 4 now, even. And it's Craig Irvine who goes. So that's 2 wickets in 3 balls. That's a very bizarre shot for Craig Irvine to play. Tried to go reverse hit over the man at short third man, and Mohamed Nawaz is running back, takes it with one hand. Unbelievable catch. Great catch from Mohamed Nawaz. Falls flat on his back, but has the ball in hand. So 79 for 4 of 11.2 overs, and Pakistan are now in the ascendancy. This has been a very, very crucial passage of play here. Very well played, the creating over on 34-23, strike rate of 148. Faizan says, and that's the catch-22. England, India, Australia seem to be interested in just playing themselves because it makes them money. But then other countries don't get as many chances to beat them and move up the rankings. Yeah, I agree. It's not even a catch-22. It's just that's just the situation, unfortunately. That's just the situation. That's why, like, Mohamed Hafiz, for example, his average was, I think his average was something ridiculous, like 80 in T20 cricket in the last year and a half. We're talking about this is 6 months ago. I think he hasn't performed as well, but it's still ridiculous. I think he averages 50 plus in the last 2 years. But you look at his rankings, and I think he's like ranked 30 something in the T20 rankings, and it's just because of who we played, and also he has scored runs in losing situations, which means I don't think you get as many points for that as well. So it's very, very interesting. And it is a little bit unfair, to be honest with you, but because the thing is, you can't blame someone for scoring runs against a so-called smaller team when that's that's the opportunities you've got. Right, in T20 cricket, for anyone that cares, against centre countries, so he's played quite a few matches against South Africa, average of 41. That's pretty impressive in T20s. Against England, he averages 52. This is in 2020s, by the way. 52 against England, against New Zealand 47, and Australia 70. Wow. Against Bangladesh 66. Sri Lanka only that's interesting. Sri Lanka's played 6 matches, only 16. So that's something that he needs to improve on. West Indies though 58, Zimbabwe 67. So yeah, very impressive. And then let's look at test matches because that's where he will have slightly less. So I'm probably boring everyone, aren't I, with this? So against centre countries in test matches, against South Africa 34. So okay, England even 66. That's pretty good. That's good. New Zealand 58. That's good as well. Australia 32. Can improve on that. Bangladesh 143. Sri Lanka 60. That's good. And West Indies 32. So not terrible. We haven't played one against India, obviously. Right. Fazan Khan says no. So basically, what my point is that Bob Razum against centre countries is actually very good. I think it doesn't surprise me because what I would say is I feel like he prefers facing pace rather than your spinners, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. So that would make sense then, wouldn't it? That he likes playing against the centre countries because, especially away from home, there's more pace on the ball, comes on. Yes, it might move a bit more, but I feel like his technique is quite tight for the most part, so it does help him. Right, 82 for 4 of 12.1 overs. Let me just update the scoreboard as well. $82 for 4 of 12 overs. Williams and Burl are both in now. Yeah, they're new to the crease. Natural Gamer says Pakistan back in it. I think we're not just back in it. I think we're winning this now pretty comfortably, I would hope. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, we should. Hafiz has done a pretty good job here, 1 for 13 off 2.2 overs. So he's been pretty miserly. And the reason we've been forced, I think, bring him on is because Osman, unfortunately, was not as miserly as you would have hoped. And it didn't pick up a wicket either. We've still got Haris Rolf and Hasnain to come on for Him Ashraf as well, which I do think was seen as slightly more effective on this track. Zimbabwe needs 67 runs off 45 balls. Ooh. Good running from Zimbabwe. See you there. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and let's continue to grow the channel, actually. Please, if possible, you're all legends. Also, feel free to just fire with any comments or questions. It doesn't have to specifically be about this match. If it is, then amazing. If not, then it's okay. I'll do my best to answer it, especially if it's cricket related. If it's not, I'll try my best, but might not be able to give you the best answer. 86 for 4 off 12.5 overs. Williams 4 of 7 and Burles 3 of 2. Magical Gamer says Williams is key for Zimbabwe. Yeah, I agree. I think he is the captain and also he is pretty key. Burl, I wasn't super impressed with when I saw him in the series against Pakistan. What a stop at point from Fahim Ashraf on his left-hand side as well, diving to the left-hand side, and I think that's a dot ball, so fantastic fielding. That is a dot ball as well. 87 for 4 off now 13 overs. A very good over from Muhammad Hafiz. They're only 5 off it. Let's just update the scoreboard. Let me know what you think in terms of probabilities to win this match. And also, there's been quite a few interesting stories come out recently in cricket. So we've had someone like... So in England, they've abolished their selector. So they don't actually have a national selector anymore. The selection has now fallen upon the coach. So the head coach, so Chris Silverwood, will now pick the team alongside, I guess, with advice from the captain, I guess. So yeah, interesting, very, very interesting. Magic Gamer says Bangladesh are thrashing Sri Lanka. Yeah. By the way, does anyone know where we can watch that in the UK? Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka, or can we? I don't know if I can find it anywhere because I would like to cover it tomorrow, if possible. Good shot. I will obviously watch the highlights, but I'd like to watch, even after this, I'd like to watch it as well. Don't know if I will live stream it, but I'll definitely watch it. Let's have a look. Yeah, Bangladesh are 298 for 2. Carnage. That's a really good shot there from Sean Williams over the top. That is a one bounce. 4. So Tamim Iqbal got 90 of 101. Strike rate of 89. He's teeing off. Hassan, completely different. 0. Got out for a duck. Shanto 123. Mutmanil was on 63. Sri Lanka getting slapped. Venny won't be happy. Magical Gamer. That's out. Oh, and Sean Williams is gone. So, Magical Gamer was saying about Sean Williams being important, and he's gone. He has gone, the captain. 91 for 5, that is now. That's a big, big blow for Zimbabwe. Fazan Khan says, so no doubt on Barbara's quality, but does he have the ability to make his hard work and have it spread to the rest of the team? Imran Khan didn't just work hard himself, but inspired others as well. Yeah, I agree. I think he's still pretty young as well. He's 26, so let's give him some time. But yeah, let's have a look. Right? I would like it to be a case that he can inspire others, and hopefully we see that. And I guess the proof will be in the pudding with the younger players coming through, especially the batsmen, to how they approach their game. Like someone like Haider Ali, can he turn it around for him? It's a big question. Fazan Khan says England saw Misbah's dual role and said we want that model. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to be honest. So Ed Smith, the national selector, they've abolished that role completely. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest with you. I guess it does make sense. I mean, if you're going to get a stick, right, for a team performing badly, and then you haven't picked the team, and you're not particularly happy with it, then should you really be getting criticism for it? Shouldn't it be selective? So I guess it just means that you get criticism, rightly so, I guess. Natural Gamer says it's on YouTube. I don't know whether it's available for everyone. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look. And he says only 3 more overs left. They are live streaming on the Sri Lanka Cricket YouTube channel. I don't know whether anyone can watch. Okay. Natural Gamer says Williams gone, Zimbabwe gone. Yeah. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, it was actually on my Instagram. For anyone that doesn't follow me at qualityshot.f, and also on Twitter, qualityshot1. Follow me. Feel free. I post it on it pretty regularly every day. And yeah. Metro Gamer says, I saw footage of Barber playing a cheeky shot to a Yorker at his home or somewhere, and he played the same shot versus Magal in South Africa in the T20s. Yeah, unbelievable shot. Yorker, and then he just little open the face of the bat. Unbelievable shot. And Metro Gamer says, pitch offering nothing. Yeah, agreed. 100%. It must be, right? But considering that Bangladesh are going so well. Let's have a look at this. Has he saved the boundary? Oh, I think he's touched it. I think he has. I think he has. It's unfortunate. Well, no, I think he's all right. Okay, fair enough. I think he was, to be honest. Fair enough. Oh, I don't think they're showing it here. Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh. That's a nightmare. Crazy. What a shame. Well, I'll be. Well, things I want to live stream it tomorrow, but how can I live stream it? I can't even see it. Anyways, 95 for 5 of 13.4 overs. And Regis Chakubva is in. Interesting. 13 matches, 162 runs, strike rate 120. Not fantastic. Best of 48. Right, come on, Osman. Osman Gardner has been pretty expensive, but he has picked up 2 wickets, to be fair to him. Oh, that's a googly. That could be out. That could be out. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wow. Big wicket. Big boy wicket. That's a big wicket for Pakistan as well, because it's now 95 for 6. Zimbabwe crumbling here in Pakistan fashion almost. Let's update the score. Good bowling though. Very good googly from Osman Kadir. And where's Mohammad Singh when you need him, man? Now he's got 3 wickets. I put the link, but the comment got deleted. Oh, that's weird. Okay, fair. It might be YouTube. Don't like it, maybe. Interesting. 95 for 6, and look, surely we go on to win this pretty comfortably now, right? That's what I'm hoping. Right. Sky Sports TV guide. Have a look if I can find it, because I might. I've got some time later. Let's have a look. Just a Sky TV guide. I don't need. Right, 1 ball left in the over, and Osman has bowled pretty well. It's a very good comeback over for him. This 3rd over, he's been very good. Very, very good. I've been quite impressed, to be honest with you. After getting a bit of stick, he's come back, and I think he's not afraid to come back and say, you know what, I'm going to take wickets, and that's what you need, I think, from your. That's what you need from your spinners. So I'm pretty happy with that from him. Leave it. Yes, leave it indeed. Luke Jongwei is in. Strike rate only 92 though. It's not very good. Mm. Right, come on, Osman. Natural Game was saying it's on Sony 6. I'll have a look in a bit. What's going on? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Oh, they're appealing for that. What a delivery flip. I don't know how that missed, by the way. 95 for 6 off 14 overs. Let's update the scoreboard. Very good stuff from Osman Gardner, and Zimbabwe need 55 of 36. You know, I'll have to have a look and see. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to come back, if I'm being honest with you, but you never know. You never know. Right, let's have a look. Let's try and have a look, because I want to see while we are in the over break. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And of course, come on guys, like it, subscribe, you know, click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new videos. and they keep on missing the first delivery of the over. Why do they keep doing this? They missed 2 deliveries because of adverts. I don't even know what just happened. What if a wicket came? Anyways, silly. 2 balls gone, and I think it's just a single. Let's have a look. Crazy coverage, yeah, just a single. Mohamed Hafiz is carrying on. He's going to bowl 4 here. I think that's going to be a wide. I see the wicket again. Beautiful googly. Trapped him LBW, absolute beauty from Osman Gardner. And he is a very good bowler, I have to say. Impressed. Very skillful. As a leg spinner, I think he still doesn't quite have that consistency needed to be a very world-class bowler. What I would say is that he definitely has the ingredients, the materials, though, to be someone like that. So that's impressive. We've got a comment. Charles says, "Hey Fazan and everyone in the chat. Hey Charles, thank you very much for joining. He's 97 for 6 off 14.4 overs. Hope you're doing well, Charles. About. I'm enjoying watching Mohamed Hafiz bowl. He's quite calming to watch bowl. He doesn't really get hit much. It's pretty. That's a really good over, by the way. Really, really good over. Only 3 from it is 98 for 6 off 15 overs. I will come to your comments. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's update the scoreboard. Right. So Charles says, wasn't this a T20 game? Zimbabwe seem to be playing a game of 9 pins. Yeah, I think they've been struggling. They've been struggling massively. I think they were going at a pretty good rate. I think it was Craig Irvine was in. He looked pretty good. He was going at a strike rate of like 150. But unfortunately, they're just struggling on this track. It's not the easiest track to bat on, I don't think, especially for you're facing the seamers. Although the spinners for Pakistan now have got some success, but I think that's more because of skill and deception more than the actual track and good variations, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, Zimbabwe struggled for sure. And it's interesting because at one point they were actually slightly in front of the rate with the same number of wickets gone. But I think the golfing class is starting to show here now as we get to the back end of the second innings. Fazan says a lot of people are talking about why is Pakistan touring Zimbabwe, but given the state of Zimbabwe cricket, this tour is helping them keep the game alive. Pakistan doing more than most to keep cricket alive globally. Yeah, I agree. I think 100% it's nice to see. I think Zimbabwe, Ireland, Scotland, all these teams need to get chances from the top teams to have series home and away. Even if it's a couple of matches in a year, home and away, then fantastic. At least it's something. I do think part of it is probably to do with the fact that Pakistan can't get as many of the top teams on board potentially. Although in saying that, we have got more. We had South Africa touring recently, and I think we've got a series against. Well, we had on New Zealand, obviously. I think we've got England in the summer. I think we've got Sri Lanka as well. Could be mistaken. And New Zealand, I want to say, or is it Australia? I think it might be Australia. But yeah, either way, I think it's still very good. And we need to see more of it. I 100% agree. It's 99 for 6 off 15.2 overs. My eyes are itchy from hay fever. Huh? Rightio. Wow. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, Burl is looking to get off the strike very interestingly, let's say. Almost a suicidal run out there. Very, very eager. Okay, let's have a look. Can't find, where is it? It's NXT. Where are you? A little flick shot. I probably can. 101 for 6 off 15.5 overs. Fantastic bowling by Osman Qadir. $102 for 6 even. Oh, come on. What's going on the scoreboard? So slow to update. Anyway, 102 for 6 or 16 overs. Osman, that was much better. Where's Mohamed Hasnain, man? Where is he? Because Mohamed Hasnain was having a go at Osman God and said he needs to bowl a lot better, and he obviously heard him and bowled he's bowled a lot better in that last 2 overs from him. First 2 were very expensive. Last 2 very, very good from him, and 3 wickets as well. Mohamed Hasnain has still got 2, by the way. He's only gone for 4 and over, 2 wickets, and he's on a hat trick. They're having a look at the Hasnain wickets. Both of them straight to the man at mid off the mid on. Same field above Razam. Crazy. Mohamed Hasnain is now on. I'm talking of him. He's come on. It's like I know what's about to happen, don't I? Crazy. Anyways, he's on a hat trick. Have everyone around the back. Come on, you have to. I bet they don't. They better got a normal field. Oh, come on. Boo. The delivery from Mohamed Hasnain, but no hat trick for him. Why don't we have everyone around the ball? You got to, man. I know that only happens in local games, but they should do that in international cricket. So let's have a look. Oh, just missing leg stump. He's followed the batsman Mohamed Hasnain, and it's close, man. It's very close. It's good stuff, though. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Mohamed Hasnain. Actually, I do enjoy watching him bowl. Just hoping he can really tighten up and be more consistent, like he has been today. Just continue to be like this. Guys, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Really does help the channel grow. You're all legends. Thank you very much. Fazan Khan says, did Barbara forget he was on a hat-trick law? No, I don't think so. Not. I think it's mainly in Test cricket you do it. I don't think in ODI and T20s they really have people on the bat. I'm trying to think. Dhananjay De Silva, when he got his hat-trick against West Indies recently, did they have loads of people around the bat? I don't know if they did actually. I think they just set a normal field because they're like, well, if we put everyone in, they might just go over the top and yeah. A bit conservative. If it was me, I'd be like, you know what? Come on, everyone, come in, have like 5 slips, and just back him and say, come on, get your hat trick. That's what I would do, but it's just me. A bit crazy on it. Oh, very, very good shot. What the heck? Jongwei goes down, and it's a paddle shot along the floor though. I don't know, around the corner. It's just unbelievable shot to be honest. What a shot. Let's have a look. Oh, beautiful shot. Little flick of the wrist and that unbelievable shot. That's a beauty. Absolute beauty. Right, 106 for 6 off 16.3 overs. What are we thinking? Come on, Hasnain. Oh, he's gone to pull that and has got away with it. Very lucky. He's tried to basically cross back that over cow corner for 6. A very agricultural and I have to say a pretty village shot, but gets away with it and it's just a single. Fazan Khan says, I know Ralph did good and he always does in centre countries, but not in the subcontinent. So I want Hasnain to be the second strike bowler with a 3D in the T20 World Cup. Haris Rolf has done well in the PS. Well, actually, although this year he didn't do that well, to be fair. But in past years, he's done well in the PSL, hasn't he, though, Fazan, to be fair? I don't know. Let's see. It's definitely between him and I think it's between Mohamed Hasnain and Haris Rolf. I would say realistically, we'll probably have Shaheen Afridi and Hassan Ali. Because even though Hassan Ali can be expensive, he gets wickets. And that's what you need. So, yeah, I think it'll be a shootout between Hasnain and Haris Rolf. Because realistically, you're not going to have more than 3. Then you got Fahim Ashraf, that's it, 4, and then you have your spinners in there, whatever it is, Shadab Khan, Osman, and then Hafiz, 3 done. Mohamed Nawaz as well in there. Potentially have 7 bowlers in there, to be fair, with Mohamed Hafiz, but it's not a bad option. But I think we need to make sure our batting is the biggest issue, I think, isn't it? I'm looking forward to doing some videos on that closer to the time about the Pakistan dynamic and not just for Pakistan, for all the teams. I'm going to do some videos. What a shot! Ryan Bell has just flicked Mohamed Hasnain for 6. Very over backward deep square leg. Unbelievable shot. What a shot. Just out of nowhere as well. Completely against the run of play. 113 for 6. Let's update this. 17 overs. Now, they need... They're still pretty doable. They need 37... Actually, is it? 37 off 3. It is doable. It is doable. They need over 12 and over. Pakistan needs to be careful. Fazan Khan says, Rolf does well bowling the death when everyone is going after Rolf, and Hassan Ali for sure is a third fast bowler. Yeah, he does do well at the death, to be fair. But look, you know what? I don't want to seem too anti-Horace Rolf, so I'm going to be honest with you. I think if he gets wickets, you get wickets. And I think instead of skill getting wickets to the death, even if someone's going after you, and especially if you don't go for a whole load of runs, which he hasn't done recently. Now, when I say recently, I'm talking about the last series or so. I prefer Mohamed Hussain, if I'm being honest with you, just because I like his shape going away from the right-hander. I like the away swing movement. He also has, I think he does have slightly extra pace as well. He's probably a bit more skiddy, which I think is probably more useful in the subcontinent, potentially. And overall, I feel like he's slightly more consistent. In saying that, he just got hit for 6, to be fair. But, yeah, I mean... Let's see. Mohamed Hussain is still very young as well, so he still has lots of years left. I think they will both be very good in Australia next year in the T20 World Cup. That'll be fantastic. The paces, I think, we'll enjoy it. For us, it's more the spinners, I think, isn't it? Like the most important factor for Pakistan going into that T20 World Cup. So let's see. We don't actually have too many matches. We have a couple at home. It would actually be fantastic. That's the thing, right? Unfortunately, we're not going to play India, but if we could play India in a few T20s before the World Cup, that'd be fantastic because we get used to the conditions. People have played India at home, India away in India, which is helpful, and they've also played the IPL, which will be helpful this year because the conditions are exactly the same. So Pakistan are at disadvantage there for sure. But Pakistan is similar, so I wouldn't say it's the same. What a shot! What a shot by Jongwei. Again, this time it's another paddle, and it's 1 bounce 4. Really, really good shot. And Horace Rolf has just been dispatched first ball for 4. Got to be careful here. Zimbabwe can get this. Zimbabwe can get this, especially if they bat like they are at the moment. These two are playing fearless cricket. Pakistan need a couple of dot balls here to create pressure because, as I said, it's not 36. They need to go at 12s. It's not impossible. This time again, he tries to go for it. Oh my god, that's 4 runs as well. They've already got 8 from this over. This is a poor over so far from Horace Rolf. That's short and wide, and he flat bats that over mid on for 4. Oh no. I reckon they can do this quite easily, that. I'm scared. Sangar says this is getting dangerous. It is. This over is going to be crucial. I'm telling you now, this over is going to be crucial. If Horace Rolf goes for like 16 off this over, which he could easily go for 16 off this over, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. We need one very tight over from someone here. That's back-to-back boundaries. Third ball coming up. Come on, Horace Rolf. Don't get slapped, please. Achar says full and straight. Come on, Rolf. That's just bar bowling. To be fair, though, Charlie bowled full and straight the first ball, and he paddled him for 4. That's the issue, right, in white ball cricket. So I think he needs to go wide Yorker, if I'm being honest with you. That's better, though. That's a short ball, but it's a short ball angled into the batsman. He tries to uppercut it. So it's a dot ball, a much-needed dot ball for Pakistan. Fazan Khan says, and here we are talking about Hussain versus Ralph, and they both let us down so far. Lol. Very true. Very true. I'm happy, by the way, that we gave Shaheen Afridi a rest today. I thought it was it's been definitely needed. I think I'm happy that we didn't play him. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I'm very happy that we haven't played him because I think there's no need to. I think give him a rest, and we brought in obviously Osman, and we brought in Hussain and Horace Rolf. So no Hassan Ali and no Shaheen Afridi. So rested those two. And I guess you could say we brought in Mohamed Hussain and Osman Gadu, which is fine. I'm happy about that. That's another dot ball, slower ball from Horace Rolfe. He uses those change ups. His cutters are quite underrated. That's a full toss though. That'll be one. So much better recovery here in the last three deliveries. Only one from the last three. 9 off the over. If Pakistan can avoid getting hit for a boundary off this, it'll be a okay over. Charles says Zimbabwe need to cream the open field now. They need to get 3 to 4 off this over without losing a wicket. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's what we're looking to do now. I think they'll be looking to get at least 2 off this last ball. Zimbabwe ideally will be looking to get a boundary to make the next 2 pretty easy. This is dangerous though. This is very deep. This is not easy. I'll tell you what, this is not going to be easy for Pakistan if let's see how this goes. Oh, it's clear. What a delivery. Oh my days. What a ball. Horace Rolfe has gone with an absolute beauty of a Yorker. That is unplayable. What the heck? That's an in-swinging Yorker to Ryan Bell. And he he just almost fell over. And his stumps are just in tatters. That is a beautiful delivery. What a ball. Let's have a look. Oh, absolute carnage. What a delivery. A child says, oh my god, that was a gem. That was a gem. That was an absolute beauty from Horace Rolfe. That was a fantastic delivery, to be honest with you. What a wicket. 122 for 7 off 18 overs. That's a big wicket for Pakistan for sure. And I'm very, very happy with that, to be honest with you, because it was looking pretty dangerous. They've still got what's his name on the other end? They've still got John Dre on the other at the other end, sorry, even, who has been looking quite interesting, quite dangerous. But I'm hoping that this wicket will now stop the flow of runs. Fingers crossed. Guys in the chat as well, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help grow the channel as we wait for the next over, the penultimate over, to begin. Let's continue to help the channel grow. And all legends, of course. You know that already, though. Everyone already knows they're legends. It doesn't need me to tell them. Right. Here we go. Surely Pakistan can't bottle it from here, right? We'll see. We will see. Masakadza's coming in now. Ooh. Very good bowling from Hasnain there. Dot ball. Oh, just flicked off stump. That was such a good ball. I can't express how good that delivery was. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good slow ball from Hasnain. It's a very good start. For Zankas is rather appealed after that one. Lol. My system is clearly behind all of us. Yeah, it's okay. No worries. Yeah, he appealed because I think it looked like it flicked the pads. But then he just got through. It was just such a good ball. Such a good ball. Very good start here from Hasnain, by the way. Very tight. And Gongwei, or John Dre, I think I'll call him, and Masakadza. John Dre 17 off 16. First ball, sorry, was a dot ball from Hasnain. He's bowled very well. Let's hope he can get another wicket here. Come on. Oh, interesting. Short. Gives him a little bit of width, but down and through to the keeper. Right, at Harare Sports Club. Looks nice there, doesn't it, in Zimbabwe? Not bad. Not bad at all. Hornstein running in. Oh, that's going to be 6, you know. What a shot from John Dre. And I'll tell you what, that is not a good delivery. They tried to go for the Yorker there. It's ended up being length. And John Dre just said, thank you very much. And that's 6 runs over long off for 6. He's gone off cut it length and they just picked it up and just hit through the line of the ball. Well, the commentator says majestic. It wasn't really majestic. It was just slapped, really. Absolutely slapped. But it's fine. It's what it is. Good shot. 6 runs and 6 runs. Tries to go again. That's gonna be out. Oh, he's dropped it. I can't believe it, Horace Rolf. What are you doing, man? Come on. We've been really good, Pakistan on the field, and that's such a poor drop. Come on. That's an easy catch. That's an easy catch. Can't believe this. Fazan Khan says, I think Hussein and Gardner should play every game here. Maybe if Pakistan win the first 2 for the third one. They should even rest Rolf and bring one of the other youngsters. Yeah, I agree. Especially with the batting, I'd like to see some people like Danish Aziz and others in there and just give them a chance. Why not? Don't need to bring in loads. I'd say just, if we win the game, then next game bring in one more new player. We win that, bring in one more new player. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it should happen. So you're not changing the team so much every single time, but it's just one change. And that one change is a more inexperienced player coming in. That's better from Hussein. Shorter as well. He'll be annoyed that Horace Rolf has dropped that. And it might almost feel like he doesn't want him to get more wickets than him. Crazy. Can't be that, right? Can't be that. They're in direct competition. Dropped it on purpose. Lol, just joking. Of course not. Right. Here we go, boys. Final delivery of the over. Very good ball. Well done. Well done, boy. Very good. 2 for 27 off 4 overs. Very, very good spell from Hasnain. 130 for 7 off 19 overs. And right, so they need still doable, They need 20 of the last over. Still doable. That's what I'm going to say. It's still doable. Don't count Zimbabwe out yet. Do not count Zimbabwe out yet. Which almost makes me very sad to say because I would have hoped we would have wrapped this up by now, but clearly not. Right, come on, boys. So Pakistan got 20 off their last over, and Zimbabwe will have to do the same here. Oh, well bowled. Fuller ball, almost Yorker length, and he can only dig it out, and that might... No, it won't be. It'll be 2. It'll be 2. One, 3, 4 for 7 of 19.2 overs. Right, 4 balls left. Come on, Pakistan. Oh. Right, 3 balls left, and Zimbabwe need 15. It's still doable. Let's see. Our chances, don't you feel bad for Zimbabwe? I hope the Mugabe era never comes again, and it will again be the kind of team they used to be. They used to be really good, you know. They did used well. Did they used to be really good though, Charles? Could you ever say that they were in the top 5 in the world? Not really. They had some very good players at times, 100%. Andy Flower, his streak. So you hear what happened with his streak? Got done for corruption. Unbelievable. Crazy stuff. I don't know. This is a bit crazy, right? Because they needed 15 off 3. He should have just swung to the hills there. Because if he hits 6, they can still win the game. And he just tucked that into the leg side for a single. I need 14 off 2 balls. What's he doing? Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy. Just got to swing hard at it. Well, that's Yorkers. There's nothing you can do with that. You can't really swing hard at that. 1 ball remaining. This has been a very, very good over from Horace Roth. Very, very good over. He's 1 for 28 off 3.5 overs. 1 ball remaining. Oh, very good. There we go. Pakistan win. A very muted celebrations. I guess there's not really too much to celebrate. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Right, let's have a look. 1, 3, 8, 4, 7 off 20 overs. And Pakistan win this. We have done very well. We haven't lost a game in quite. We haven't lost a series in a bit of time now since New Zealand. It's good, man. It's good. Right. We win by 11 runs. I'm just going to update this for everyone. Right, yo. That was a bit disappointing, I think, from Zimbabwe in the sense that they were going at a decent rate and they just unfortunately didn't manage to get close enough. I think we disappointed. I will come to questions. Keep them far away. Far away. Irvine was pretty good whilst he was in. He is the man in form, apparently, according to them, because of the domestic competition. He's also very experienced as well, to be fair. Greg Irvine. They're missing Brendan Taylor as well. Charles says, Fazan, even John Dre will be laughing on his chance of hitting 3/6 of the last 3 balls. Don't forget we're talking about Zimbabwe. Yeah, but why not? Why not go for it, though? You have to. You have to. Like, I think it's 15 or 3 balls. You can hit 663. Well, no, yeah, you can hit 663. So why not, man? Why not? Hazan says, I blame the ICC and some of the bigger cricketing nations for not helping the likes of Zimbabwe, Kenya, Canada, even Netherlands. They could have spread the game globally, but they came and went, you know what? You know what? Myself and Rennie did a really good video on this a while ago. In fact, I'm going to put it I'm going to put the link in the comments because I think you guys will really like it because it's exactly what we're discussing. And we went into it in a lot of depth, and I thought it was a really good video that we did. And we talked about this, about how the IC should be, basically how cricket needs to be grown globally in the right way, and how it's not really fair that certain countries get preferential treatment. A lot of things like that, which I think is very important and needs to be highlighted, and people need to realise that's what happens. Like, let's have a look. 1 second. Let me find it for you guys. Here you go. It's only 20 minutes long. It's not huge. It's not like crazy long. It was part of one of Rennie Tricky catch-ups, probably a couple of months ago now. But I also cut it and did it as a separate video because I thought it was really good. Here we go. 1 sec. There you go. I look quite young in that as well. I wasn't even that long ago, like 4 or 5 months ago. Anyway, Fazan says, just count how many countries in the last 30 years who came and went. If they were helped to grow the game, what cricket would look like today? 100%. 100%. Charles says, by the way, huge respect for Pakistan for touring Zimbabwe. I can't see the top 3 ever doing it. Yeah, it's shocking. It's poor, isn't it? It's poor. I think they're too good for it. I'd love to see Muzrabani just running in someone like Jason Roy. You know why? I just think it'd be funny. I reckon he would nick off as well. On these pitches, they're not that easy to bat on. So for batsmen, they're quite a good challenge, I would say as well. For bowlers, it's a bit easier. I mean, someone like Jofra Archer would wreck people on here. So would Bumrah as well, to be fair. Mazang Khan says the big 3 is like a big fish in a small pond. Yeah. No, it's like big fish in a separate pond. That's what it is. It's like there's 3 big fish and they've just taken the whole pond and they've given this tiny little pond to all these other fish and they're like, hey, go on, mate. Help yourself. And they're just cramped. They can barely move. That's what it is. Charles says, but then as N. Srinivasan stepped down, at least the proportionate revenue system of ICC went away with him. ICC is at least on paper doing more than before today. No, I think they do. They definitely do something. Whether it's enough, I think, is the issue. I think that's the problem, isn't it? Do the ICC do enough realistically to help the game grow? And I would argue no. I think it's very... I mean, it's like we just had it with the football. I don't really want to go into that too much with the Super Leagues. And unfortunately, money talks. And that's why we have that. I mean, look at countries saying we're going to create a window when the IPL is on. We're not going to have any international cricket because we can't compete with that. It's money, isn't it? Unfortunately. Yeah, it's pretty sad to us. Why is Brendan Taylor not there? Brendan Taylor's not playing in the IPL, is he? A player, but wouldn't expect him to be in the IPL. Don't know, he just not playing. Injured, maybe? He's a damn good player, though, Brendan Taylor, isn't he? Looking at the stats as well for the bowlers, I mean, everyone was very good. Eight or below. Hafiz was unbelievable. 4 overs to 21, 7 dots on 1 wicket. Hasnain, 2 wickets for him, 4 overs from 27 runs, 15 dots, 6.75 economy. So really good stuff from them. Pakistan bowled very well. Let's have a look at the highlights. Why not? Because I just feel like it. 3 wickets there for Osman as well. It's worth noting. Went for 8.5. At the start, they did pretty well. Wesley Madaveri is a very good player, by the way. Like, don't sleep on how good this young. He's very young as well. At 21, he's quality. He's really good. And then just hit it straight up in the air, high on the bat. The extra bounce doing him as well, and hitting it straight to mid-on. And again, Bob Rosen as well. Oh, yeah, look at that. Burl as well did pretty well. Hit straight to... Yeah, Shane Craig Irvine. I mean, he batted really well, to be fair, whilst he was in. Yeah, Fees did him so badly. He did, what's his name? Oh, I can't. I need to look it up. Camel Camway, the Nawaz with the unbelievable catch. Almost one got it. And then we had Sean Williams go. And then we also had LBW as well. So really good stuff. Usman Gardner looked good. I thought he looked good. Very cheeky shots from Zhongwei. Okay, Charles says it was during late Jag Mohin Dalmia who brought the concept of associate nation and developing new cricket nations. He laid the foundation so many like China, but now BCCI isn't that anymore. Charles says BCCI, who is helping cricket to USA with a line of credit of over $1 billion, but we all know the real reason behind that. Of course we do. IPL is going to go to the US. That's what happened. The IPL goes to the US and they'll build a franchise in the US, and then they'll just be like, "Thank you, that's another franchise tournament for us." Yeah. Oh, sickening. Almost makes me feel sick, actually, the amount of money and just greed. Greed. Anyway, the associate thing is, you're right, Charles. The BCCI probably was that at one point, but money's gone to their heads. And money makes people do crazy things, unfortunately. And the BCCI has now got to a point where they are so powerful. I know I said, but the ICC to some degree is almost the BCCI. I would say at this current time, it never used to be, but it was. I trust exactly Major League Cricket. Yeah, that's what happened. I don't know. You know what is weird, because I think if you want a sport to grow globally, you need to hit the American market. I agree, but it needs to be done the right way. I think this won't be the right way. Let's be honest, it won't be. Well, not the right way for me anyway. Not the right way for me. Anyways, I I'm going to go. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I will be releasing the review for this pretty quickly. It'll be a very short one. It won't be super long. And yeah, I'll release that. Keep an eye out for that. Apart from that, thank you very much, guys, though, for tuning in. Charles says, "Don't say money makes people do crazy things." Exactly. Look at the European Super League nuclear bomb. Oh, mate, don't get me started. Yes, though, I agree, 100%. I love football so much. I wanted to do it as part of the channel when I first started, but I've just got so many sports that I cover. I don't have enough time in the day. If I do this full time, maybe one day, God willing, if that ever happens, then I'll probably cover football as well. But in the meantime, I don't think I've got the capacity. I do love football though. That was the sport that I probably loved the most when I was younger. As I've gotten older, I love all sports. But yeah. Anyways, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel grow. Let's continue to help the channel grow. And yeah, thank you. Have a good night, good evening, good afternoon. And I'll see you in the next video. I should be, hopefully, if I can find a stream for Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh, because I literally have no idea where you can view it in the UK, then I will probably do some of that match tomorrow. And then, what is it, on Friday? On Friday, it's Pakistan versus Zimbabwe, the second one, so I'll probably do some of that as well. Charles says, thankfully, the fans stood up to the stupid idea in cricket. I can't see this happening, sadly. Probably not. Because you've already got franchises, that's why. That's the fact of the matter. Anyways, thank you very much, guys, and see you on the next video.